Hi, this is not a very good hunting channel. Today, I'm going to be out putting in a watering hole. Well, attempting anyways. We'll see how far down I can get before the bedrock gets in the way. Hopefully it's deep enough that I can put in the basin. Anywho, stick around. Okay, so I'm going to start digging a hole for a water hole for these deer. I know when I watch Jeff Sturgis of Whitetail Habitat Solutions, he recommends not adding a watering hole to a food plot simply because it's not an attraction, it's an enhancement, and it defines movement. So you want to put a watering hole so that they stop off at it and you have a chance to take a shot at them. So you put them near a tree stand or anything like that. But he also said, which I highly agree, put them someplace where you can easily refill them. So I was thinking of putting it in my newest stand location, but it's pretty wet back there anyways. Not to say that it wouldn't be a stopping point for them, but it's a walk back there. So me carrying a bunch of 5-gallon pails of water to and from to fill it up if it needs it is going to be a pain. So I think I'm going to just put it in the food plot in the south anyways. So I'm just going to put it down in this corner of the food plot, right near where the cut through is, where they come in, simply because it'd be a good stopping point for them if they're passing through. And I really don't have too many spots to be hunting. So because I don't really have too many stand locations at this property, I don't really have many places to be putting the water anyways. And this food plot isn't doing great, and it's fairly dry around here. So if they're not coming for the food plot and they stop by, and if they're cruising during the rut or whatever, and they walk by, hopefully they take a sip of water out of the food plot here. The other thing is that this soil is deeper. I don't know how deep. I'm going to find that out. Hopefully I can get it dug. But the only other spot I was thinking of putting it was towards a location near the other food plot and the tripod stand. But I'm pretty sure that soil is even shallower before you hit bedrock. And even then, just in behind that is a swampy area where they have tons of water anyway. So I don't know why they'd stop at that spot when there's tons of water right in behind it. So I'll start digging here, see how far down I get. Hopefully I get enough space to drop that water basin in. And then I brought 30 gallons and I'll fill it up and see how it goes. So that's how far down I got, and I think I hit bedrock. So that's pretty damn close. So I'll keep hammering out, picking away at it. Hopefully it's just a flat rock. But if it is bedrock, hopefully it's flat and I can just drop that in and build up the sides a little bit. I'm not going to be getting any runoff anyways to refill it, but it's a very shady spot, so it doesn't get the direct sun of the day all day long. It's always in the shade, so hopefully that'll help with evaporation, but at least it's easy to get to if I have to top it up with water. So I'll dig around and see what else is underneath that soil. I got it in. It is a couple inches above the ground, but there's nothing I can do because I hit bedrock. So yeah, I don't know how well, how deep is this thing? It doesn't say. Either way, it's maybe 16 inches deep, maybe even 14. So that's as deep as I can go, and that rock goes all the way, the entire thing, and odds are it's everywhere under here. So I'll put this tub in, get it backfilled, and then I'll pack down some ground around it so it's not much of a lip, and then start adding water. I'm going to add water first, and that way as I backfill, it won't push up the walls of the basin. Okay, well, I've finished the watering hole. I forgot to put in a critter stick. For anyone who doesn't know, a critter stick is a stick you put into your watering hole so that little critters who fall in, if they're having a drink, they can get out, so nothing dies and stays dead in your watering hole. So this is just a dead piece of apple tree that I cut off. It sits right down in the bottom, and conveniently there's a fork there with two pieces that touch the side, so it's not going to roll around when anything's trying to get out. So make sure you add one of those. Otherwise, if a squirrel or something or a mouse gets trapped in there and can't get out, well, then you're going to have a dead, rotting corpse of an animal in there, and nothing's going to want to drink out of that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk back and just give a long shot of where it's situated on the plot. Again, I just tried to pick some place that I thought would be deep enough, and I got lucky to where it was just deep enough, and also some place that stayed in the shade like all day, so which was also kind of on a trail that they use. So this is the southern plot, and I'll take a shot from over here. So over there is the ground blind. Up there, you might be able to see it, the double stand back there overlooking this plot. And those are the apple trees. To the left of my ATV is another apple tree. But right in the back corner is where I put the food plot. So hopefully when they're walking through that cut through, either on the way to their plot or cutting through here, because there are trails that go down through there. And out of all the places where I have my cameras, this is the most active area. Back there is where my newest stand is located. But yeah, the cut through is right here, and hopefully while they're walking here, they'll stop and get a drink, or they'll stop and get a drink while they're walking through here, or coming through here to get to the cut through, they can stop and have a drink. It is almost to a T, 50 yards from the ground blind. I know it's not very brushed in, but it's been sitting there all year, and I still get pictures of deer walking by it, so I think they're pretty used to it by now. That log there is 40 yards, and then to here, pretty much 50 yards all along this line of trees. So hopefully that was helpful to anyone out there thinking of making their own watering hole. It's really not that hard. Hopefully you guys put in a spot that isn't bedrock 15 inches underneath the soil. But yeah, I'll have to move my camera a bit to see if it's getting any attention. The apples have pretty much all fallen from these trees. So I'm counting on the food plot coming up now to kind of keep them in the area now that the apple trees are almost dropped everything they've got. But it's closing in on archery season, and depending if I'm getting good action on the cameras, I might be out early this year and try to do some crossbow for the early season and see if anything's around. So that's all for now. Hope everyone's having fun outside, and looking forward to the season. Take care.